Hey guys, it's Mountain Walk, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about modern. Just regular modern this time. Just regular modern. I'm going to tell you what, guys, my year-long plan of fixing and or saving modern, well, it's finally come to fruition. Yeah, can you believe it? This has been the biggest, longest con of all time. I basically saved and fixed modern all at the same time. Probably. So, in case you weren't paying attention, they've been hyping up this announcement for about, well, this entire month about this new modern product, this innovation product. So it's like those special sets, like Conspiracy or whatever, that they release. And so they released it today. And so here's two new cards in it that will be legal in modern. Uh, and I mean, Yeah, so the set overall, just judging by these two cards, probably has the feel of like some of those other sort of supplemental sets where they'll have like Commander-ish and stuff like that. Obviously, Sarah the Benevolent is like a very like seems like a pretty sweet card for Commander, although it's like not that far, or at least it's pretty close to the power level of Gideon in some respects. Like Gideon, Avengers Zendikar, the one with the +0 that puts the two-twos into play and stuff. Um, yeah, this chick's pretty sweet. I mean, obviously this card would be too good to put into standard, because like Planeswalker plus like a literal Sarah Angel, which is like pretty insane. Like if you think about it, like that's like on defense and offense, that's a lot of that's a lot of dude or lady and angel or angels have genders, so it's a lot of lady and also a lot of lady planeswalker. Cabal Therapist is, I mean, again, another obvious reference to, uh, well, Cabal Therapy. It even has like the same character in it. In this one, it's slightly different. You basically have to wait a turn to use it after you play it, but it's a 1 mana 1/1 with Menace. So, like late game, if they have no cards or nothing that you want to discard from them, excuse me, well, you can actually get in some little bit of chip damage and stuff. And so this guy seems like insanely good, and it's basically is kind of like the power level I saw. Well, like one of my older videos about like the cards I wanted in modern. Um, I wanted like yeah to play with Cabal Therapy in modern, but it's clearly like at a power level that's just way too high. It's too easy to enable, like to basically make it a mind twist. And that's pretty much how you should probably look at it half the time, especially if you're good too, or or just lucky. Card's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. Um, so yeah, Cabal Therapy probably a little too good, especially with all the graveyard decks going nuts all over the place with Dredge and the Phoenix decks and stuff, which are totally. I'll have to do a thing about the Phoenix decks. I don't know if I said that before. I was totally wrong on that. Holy crap! I have to eat a lot of crow on that, but we'll get to that at a different time. Um, yeah, so this Cabal Therapist guy is pretty nutty because he's not exactly worse than Cabal Therapy in some respects because he's really good in like sacrifice-based decks, that kind of stuff. Um, we make a lot of tokens, so like Young Pyromancer, or like they mentioned on the stream, like Lingering Souls, where they previewed all these cards, um, that kind of stuff. Obviously, recurring dudes like Bloodghast and things like that. Those zombies dudes. Yeah, pretty nuts. So yeah, this guy is definitely gonna see play. I'm really strong. I like him a lot. Okay, so basically, in case you didn't watch the thing, couple things. It's a new supplemental set thing, not a new standard set or anything. So it skips standard, but the cards are mod and legal. So you can, it's kind of, you know, like all those other supplemental sets that are, legal in Legacy but not legal in Modern. It's that same sort of idea, except well, this one is explicitly legal in modern. So that's sweet. So there's gonna be new cards in it, like the two that I just showed you, and then also new cards to modern. So it's just pre 8th edition stuff that's not legal in modern, where there's so much good stuff that they could reprint that's not on um, the reserve list. On the reserve list, that would be pretty sweet. Um, there's going to be June 14th. I think it's June 14th release. I think is what it was. And there's going to be a buy a box promo, but the cards could be a reprint. I'm gonna be a little sad if it's like a foil. I think all the buy a box ones are foil. I mean, I don't know. I don't really need any more like bendy cards, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be cool. Maybe it'll have sweet art. I kind of like foils sometimes, but I rarely ever play with them unless the entire deck's foil. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So I mean, I guess whatever. It's a card that already exists as the buy a box promo. It's gonna have unique art probably, and maybe it'll be a foil of a card that's never been foiled. That'd be kind of neat. Hmm. So the only problem is this could make modern more expensive. I mean, if they're, I don't. It doesn't seem like they're going to be reprinting any of the fetches or anything like that, or any of the other cards that need to be reprinted like they would in the Masters sets. So, like the new cards, um, those could be really expensive, like the Cabal Therapist guy and stuff. But I mean, if it's just like cards for other decks, that'd be pretty sweet. Um, like, or I should say, is it cards for like niche decks, and that's sort of what they made it sound like they were doing. The set didn't sound like didn't really want to rock the boat too much, but just add things to like tier 2 or tier 3 decks or decks that don't even really exist, just but that need more pieces. Um, so maybe it gets more expensive a little bit. I'm not sure. We'll see. Um, and obviously I expect Counterspell to get in. Like that's the big one. Counterspells. I mean, they mentioned something about a blue card, so it's either that or I mean, I don't really know what other good blue card that'd be like a big one, quote unquote. Like Counterspell is good, but I mean, eh. I mean, it's not really. It's good. Maybe it's Factor Fiction. Ooh, I love FOF. I mean, everyone loves FOF, right? Actually, in my old video, I guess I can just go through the cards I did list in my old video that I wanted to be reprinted into modern so I could play with the damn things. But also, like a lot of these cards, even if they don't get reprinted into modern, you can pretty much play with all this stuff in pre-modern or legacy or whatever. Because like, if it's not good or legal in legacy, you can typically play it in pre-modern or something. Except for stuff like Necro, unfortunately. Gotta be a format for Necro somewhere that's not vintage or Commander. Anyways, um, yeah. So what do I expect? Obviously, I Counterspell's got to be a shoe-in. I imagine they'll print FOF and Tog, or I should say, these are cards I expect them to reprint or want them to reprint. These are the ones on my old modern video. So Counterspell, FOF, Tog, Diabolic Edict, Pernicious Deed, Vindicate, Fledgling Dragon, which was just a fun one. Fledgling Dragon, Spiritmonger. Oh shoot, Fledgling. I think like FTK, or did I say FTK? Shoot. Oh my gosh, too many awesome cards. Oh, and then like Astral Slide. Um, those are the ones I really wanted. Astral Slide specifically would be sweet. Of course, they should also reprint, Lightning Rift 2, and then like the Cycling Lands, and then stuff like Eternal Dragon. I love Cycling, dude. Cycling's sweet. Like I like the slide deck in pre-modern, which is basically the old Type 2 one more or less. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Stuff like Fire and Ice and Gerard's Verdict would be really sweet too. I mean, there's like quite a few cards, but like I said, again, you can play most of this stuff in pre-modern, and even if they put a lot of this stuff in modern, like the decks are going to be pretty different. For example, any of the slide decks would probably be three color, red, green, white. Green, obviously, for stuff like, well, sliding out Eternal Witness is pretty good. So, um, maybe green, white, black. If you want to, get some Thought Season or Duracidin or whatever. I mean, who knows? There's all those the new ones like Drake Haven and those kind of things. That could be kind of interesting. But yeah, I want Astral Slide and Lightning Rift. That'd be sweet. FTK, of course. That'd be super sweet. I mean, and like I said, you can play this stuff in pre-modern. Um, and if it is reprinted in modern, great. It's just more awesome times you can play with old sweet cards. Oh yeah, and Psychatog. Freaking Psychatog, also Upheaval. Like these cards are sweet. Just reprint the entire Psychatog deck so I can play that instead of like, I don't know, the blue-white deck, which is like bores me. I'm just like, maybe if they reprinted Decree of Justice, I'd play it. Yeah. I wonder what's the likelihood of them reprinting stuff like Standstill and Mistress Factory. Like Standstill's a pretty obnoxious card to play against, and Mistress Factory is pretty strong, although whether it's too strong, I couldn't say for sure. But yeah, there's lots of really, really sweet stuff. I mean, oh man, what about like Squirrel Nest? Everyone loves squirrels. Or just make more squirrel cards. Now that would be sweet. Mark Rosewater said that the set was supposed to just be like, just really, design what kind of sweet, awesome, fun cards we could, and then it only later became like a set that would be legal and modern as well, because most supplemental sets aren't. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty sweet. Maybe they'll reprint all the Madness stuff. That would be cool. Although I always like playing Madness with like Chrome Box. There's no Chrome Box in this format because it's banned. Boo. Um, yeah, I guess you can play stuff like Days. Days might be okay. I mean, I guess it makes like the Death Shadow decks pretty strong. So I'm not exactly sure what's the best cards to reprint. I mean, because there's so many awesome ones. Oh yeah, I think on the stream they mentioned like the Goblin cards. Like, oh yeah, he's Lackey and Ringleader and Matron and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it'd be pretty strong. But that would probably go against their whole like, we don't want to rock the boat too much, because like that deck probably just smashes the shit out of like whatever dirtily Azorius thing. Like, that'd be pretty embarrassing. So that's probably not what they're going to do. But I mean, shoot, I'd love to eat crow on that too. That'd be sweet. Do you know how many people love to play goblins in modern? That'd be awesome, dude. That thing is super sweet. Everyone loves it. Freaking Aether Vial. Oh, man, think about all the other obnoxious cards they could reprint, like Mother of Runes. Oh yeah, how fun would that be? That's a pretty fun one drop to play against, isn't it? Yeah, that makes your control decks real excited. Oh man, good stuff. So yeah, who knows what the heck they're gonna do? But I think Counterspell's got to be in there, like 99% chance. A bunch more broken blue stuff. They should. Yeah, I like Deep Analysis. They should put Deep Analysis in there. Ooh, Force Spike. I like Force Spike and Upheaval and Factor Fiction and Tog. Repulse is good. Give me some Repulse. How about Chainer's Edict 2? Maybe Innocent Blood. Those are all sweet cards. Give me Cabal Coffers. I really want all of these things so I can play them in Modern and then also in Pre-Modern. I could have two different decks with two different card faces, because of course they'd all have to be the same. Otherwise, you just go crazy. It's not aesthetically pleasing if they're not all the same, duh. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Looking forward to it. Maybe we'll see something cool. Maybe we'll get something like the Vendrill's Disc or something. Ah, shoot, I don't know, man. Something cool. Yeah. Should be good, man. Should be good. So, hope you guys are excited as I am. Can't wait to see whenever they start spoiling these things. So, we'll see what happens then. But until then, guys, thanks for stopping by and have a great day.